Before Rome rose, the hills of Tarquinia were home to a mysterious and flourishing civilization, the Etruscans. In Cerveteri, commerce thrived as merchants like Thalna traded goods from across the Mediterranean. The fortified city of Veii was defended by warriors, skilled in combat, guarding the Etruscan heartland from rivals and intruders. Tanaquil, a priestess and seer, performed sacred rituals that guided both nobles and commoners alike. The daily life of Etruscan villagers combined farming, herding, and crafting, forming the backbone of their prosperous communities. Rivers and ports allowed Etruscan merchants to connect with distant lands, exchanging goods and ideas across the Mediterranean. Young warriors trained tirelessly, mastering combat skills that would protect their cities for generations. As the sun sets over the Tuscan hills, the Etruscan settlements bask in the glow of a civilization on the rise. In the fertile plains of Tuscany, the Etruscans began to establish their first permanent settlements, laying the foundations of their civilization. From hilltops like Tarquinia, Etruscan nobles oversaw growing communities and managed early civic affairs. In Cerveteri, rivers served as lifelines connecting early Etruscan settlements to trade routes across the Mediterranean. The city of Veii rose on strategic hills, fortified to protect inhabitants and secure their growing territories. In Tarquinia, sacred necropolises and tombs reflected the Etruscans' complex beliefs and reverence for ancestors. Agriculture provided sustenance for the Etruscans, allowing settlements to thrive and expand across Tuscany and beyond. Trade hubs like Cerveteri enabled merchants to exchange pottery, textiles, and foodstuffs with neighboring regions. Strategic fortifications safeguarded Veii, demonstrating the Etruscans' early mastery of urban defense. The Etruscans, self-identified as Ravenna, spread across Tuscany, Umbria, and Lazio, forming interconnected communities. Temples crowned hilltops where priestesses conducted rituals linking the Etruscans to the divine and their ancestors. Warriors honed their skills even in times of peace, ensuring their cities were always defended. Communities honored their ancestors in elaborate tombs, reflecting the Etruscans' devotion to family and tradition. As daylight fades, the Etruscans' early settlements stand resilient, their origins entwined with mystery and growing prosperity. The waterways that nurtured early Etruscan trade glimmer in the sunset, hinting at connections far beyond their homeland. Fortified cities like Veii stood watch over the valley's guardians of the fledgling Etruscan civilization. From sacred hilltops to fortified towns, the Etruscans' early settlements bore witness to a civilization rich in culture and mystery. Etruscan society was layered with nobles like Velther guiding civic affairs and overseeing community life. Merchants like Thalna facilitated trade, bringing goods and culture from far across the Mediterranean. Farmers formed the backbone of Etruscan society, cultivating the land to sustain thriving communities. Religion permeated every aspect of life, with priestesses performing rituals and reading omens to guide the people. Artisans adorned tombs with frescoes, sculptures, and intricate pottery, celebrating life and honoring the dead. Sculptors and craftsmen shaped marble and clay, leaving a lasting legacy of Etruscan artistry. Augury and divination guided important decisions connecting the Etruscans with the divine realm. Commoners contributed to society through trade crafts and daily labor, sustaining urban life. The grandeur of tombs reflected the Etruscans' wealth, devotion, and artistic mastery. Nobles directed civic matters and maintained the balance between social classes. Artisans' dedication to craft preserved cultural traditions and inspired future generations. Priestesses held revered positions, interpreting signs and maintaining sacred traditions. Public spaces celebrated art and culture, reflecting communal pride and devotion. Merchants and traders were vital to connecting communities, spreading wealth and influence across the region. Through elaborate tombs and ritual offerings, the Etruscans honored the cycle of life and death. As the sun sets, the sacred rituals continue preserving the spiritual heart of Etruscan society. Artisans work tirelessly, their creations immortalizing Etruscan culture for centuries to come. From hilltops to tombs, the Etruscan society and culture intertwined, reflecting a civilization rich in art, faith, and tradition. As twilight falls, the guardians of Veii maintain vigilance, a testament to the discipline woven into Etruscan society. Night descends, yet the rituals, artistry, and traditions of the Etruscans endure, echoing through their cities and tombs. Etruscan cities were fortified with strong stone walls and watchtowers, demonstrating early mastery of urban defense. The tumuli of Cerveteri reveal the architectural sophistication of the Etruscans' blending function and ritual. Ingenious engineering allowed the Etruscans to channel water efficiently through aqueducts and drainage systems. Stone-paved roads connected neighborhoods, enabling trade and communication within cities. Necropolises like Cerveteri displayed advanced construction techniques with tumuli carefully arranged and decorated. Bridges constructed by the Etruscans facilitated movement and influenced Roman infrastructure for centuries. Innovative drainage systems kept streets dry and cities hygienic, a testament to Etruscan engineering. Each tomb was meticulously crafted, reflecting both technical skill and deep cultural symbolism. Fortifications protected residents, combining defensive utility with architectural elegance. Public structures like aqueducts showcased Etruscan mastery of urban planning and civic infrastructure. The layout of streets and public spaces supported commerce, social interaction, and civic organization. Engineering expertise ensured water reached homes and temples, sustaining city life. Necropolises were more than tombs. They were architectural marvels, integrating art symbolism and engineering. Integrated drainage and paved streets ensured functional, organized urban life. As the sun sets, the engineering brilliance of Etruscan cities and tomb stands revealed, influencing generations to come. From fortified walls to aqueducts, the Etruscans laid the foundations of urban engineering that would inspire Rome. Even as warriors patrolled the walls, the cities thrived through innovation, blending defense, art, and engineering. As twilight descends, the Etruscan cities and necropolises stand as a testament to a civilization of ingenuity, order, and enduring legacy. Vineyards across Tuscany provided the Etruscans with grapes for wine, a staple of their culture and trade. Olives and olive oil were vital agricultural products, forming the backbone of local economy and daily life. Ports like Cerveteri connected Etruscan cities to trade networks across the Mediterranean. Markets thrived with metals, pottery, and luxury items, reflecting the wealth of Etruscan society. Noble oversight ensured that agricultural production and trade supported prosperity and civic life. Artisans produced pottery and luxury items that were sought after throughout the Mediterranean. Trade flourished with partners from Greece, Phoenicia, and Celtic lands, spreading culture and wealth. Crops like wheat and olives sustained local communities and provided surplus for trade. Maritime trade allowed Etruscans to export wine, metals, and luxury items, linking them to distant lands. Security along trade routes ensured safe passage of goods and prosperity for the cities. Noble oversight and organized markets allowed Etruscan cities to prosper and accumulate wealth. Trade connections extended far, bringing wealth, exotic goods, and cultural exchange to Etruscan cities. Safe and secure cities allowed commerce to flourish, strengthening Etruscan influence across the region. As the day ends, the fruits of agriculture and trade support families and the broader prosperity of Etruscan society. By twilight, the bustling trade centers quiet, yet the wealth and influence of the Etruscans remain evident, laying foundations for Rome. At dawn, the fortified city of Veii prepared for threats from neighboring tribes in Latium and beyond. Etruscan warriors patrolled their territories, ready to defend against Gaul and other Italic tribes. Nobles coordinated defenses and ensured that each city in the Dodecapolis was prepared for conflict. Even trade hubs were alert, for the prosperity of Etruscan cities depended on both commerce and defense. Disciplined training ensured that Etruscan soldiers could face rival tribes and maintain city security. Lookouts scanned the horizon for signs of enemy movements, protecting both the city and its trade routes. City walls were fortified, and warriors stood ready to defend their homes and allies. Control of gates and checkpoints ensured security and maintained order during times of tension. Council chambers coordinated strategy for alliances and defense, uniting the Dodecapolis. Even civilians remained vigilant, aware of the tensions and conflicts shaping their cities. Etruscan armies faced neighboring tribes in Latium and Gaul, defending territories and asserting influence. Nobles oversaw conflicts and alliances, maintaining leadership within the 12-city Dodecapolis. City gates controlled movement, ensuring security during times of military tension. Strategic councils coordinated alliances and rivalries, particularly in interactions with early Rome. As the sun set, Etruscan cities remained vigilant, their fortifications and warriors a deterrent to rival powers. Through cooperation and vigilance, the Etruscans balanced trade defense and diplomacy, asserting influence across the region. Even as twilight fell, the Dodecapolis remained united, ready to defend their cities and assert their presence in Italy. The Etruscans' careful balance of diplomacy, military might, and alliance building laid the groundwork for future interactions with Rome. As dawn broke, Veii showed signs of strain, weakened by internal conflicts and pressure from rising powers. Political tension and disputes among nobles weakened the cohesion of Etruscan cities. Even vigilant defenses could not halt the growing threat posed by the expanding Roman Republic. Clashes with Roman forces strained Etruscan cities, signaling a shift in power across the region. Leaders attempted to rally citizens and maintain order amidst growing external threats. Trade continued despite turmoil, yet the threat from Rome cast a shadow over prosperity. Soldiers kept watch for Roman advances, though morale was waning after repeated conflicts. Priests and priestesses sought guidance through rituals, hoping to avert the decline that loomed over the cities. Even in decline, artisans preserved cultural heritage through tombs and artwork, leaving a lasting legacy. City gates remained guarded, yet the strength of the Etruscans could not withstand the rising power of Rome. Nobles deliberated on alliances and concessions, trying to delay inevitable conquest. Civilians lived under uncertainty, aware of the growing dominance of Rome in neighboring regions. Encounters with Roman armies marked the final struggles of the Etruscan cities before assimilation. Despite their efforts, Etruscan cities could not resist Roman expansion, signaling the end of their sovereignty. Merchants adapted, yet the wealth and autonomy of Etruscan trade were overshadowed by Rome's dominance. Twilight fell upon the cities, marking the final chapters of Etruscan independence. Though the cities fell, the spiritual and artistic legacy of the Etruscans endured, influencing Roman culture for generations. Artisans' works would outlast the fall of their cities, preserving Etruscan culture for centuries. By nightfall, the Etruscans had become part of a new order, their influence subtly woven into the emerging Roman world. Tarquinia's necropolises reveal the enduring artistry of the Etruscans centuries after their cities fell. The tumuli of Cerveteri showcase architectural innovation and elaborate funerary art. Modern excavations at Volci uncover remnants of streets, temples, and houses, shedding light on urban planning. Archaeologists at Bologna reveal evidence of Etruscan craftsmanship from pottery to intricate statues. Etruscan statues and sculptures influenced Roman art, preserving aesthetic ideals and craftsmanship. Inside the tumuli, frescoes and artifacts whisper stories of wealth rituals and everyday life. Temples at Volci reveal the spiritual and architectural sophistication that informed Roman religious structures. Etruscan frescoes influenced Roman wall paintings, demonstrating continuity in artistic traditions. Unearthed streets and buildings show Etruscan urban planning influenced Roman city design. Sunset illuminates the tombs, highlighting the artistry and devotion preserved through centuries. Leaders once guided cities that fell, yet their contributions echo in architecture, law, and religious practices. Excavations at Volci uncover relics of civic life and temples, revealing Etruscan influence on Rome. Even daily life intertwined with sacred spaces, reflecting Etruscan reverence for ancestors and culture. Though cities fell and language faded, the stones and art whisper tales of Etruscan ingenuity, opulence, and mystery. Archaeological discoveries continue to reveal the depth of Etruscan influence on Roman culture. Etruscan achievements endure in Roman law, religion, and architecture, echoing the legacy of a once great civilization. Though time has passed, the Etruscans' artistry, faith, and ingenuity continue to inspire and educate. Through tombs, artifacts, and ruins, the Etruscans' legacy whispers across the ages, a testament to their enduring culture. From humble beginnings in hilltop settlements, the Etruscans built prosperous cities rich in culture and trade. Their fortifications and disciplined warriors faced the rising might of Rome, marking the era of conflict. Trade hubs thrived, but the tides of history would soon integrate Etruscan cities into the Roman world. Their art, architecture, and beliefs endure, whispering tales of ingenuity and opulence. Even as cities fell, the spirit of the Etruscans influenced Roman culture, law, and religion. Though their cities vanished, the wealth and culture of the Etruscans left a lasting mark on history. Their ingenuity, traditions, and artistry live on, echoed in Roman temples, statues, and laws. Discover more about lost civilizations and the legacies they left behind by subscribing to our channel.